Hi Pisces, welcome to your reading. This is going to be for the next 10 days. So it is for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. If this one doesn't resonate, guys, definitely check out those other placements. We're going to get into your recent past, your current energy, and your near future. I'm going to clarify that. Once we do, I'll clear that spread, get into your person's energy, whoever's on your mind, your energy, the possible outcome, as well as the romance angels and oracle cards. So I wanted to say a big, huge thank you to all of you that are returning. Thank you for all of your support. And if you are new here, I hope you'll stay. So I do personal readings. That information is in the description box below. All right. This is for Pisces. All right. In your recent past, we have the Knight of Wands. We have the Queen of Swords and the King of Cups in reverse. Now, in your current energy, we have the Justice in reverse, the Five of Wands in reverse, and the Tower in reverse. In the near future, we have the Seven of Wands, the Ten of Wands, and the Ten of Cups. Overall energy is the Ace of Swords. So I love this for you for the next 10 days. The energy can go beyond that or whenever you click into the reading. This to me is all about having clarity around what you want in a relationship moving forward, your perfect person. This could also be that you finally figured out the direction that you want to take. The clarity is always needed. Sometimes we have to go through the process of thinking things through, weighing out our options, all of that good stuff. But this feels like a very clear, decisive choice about how you're going to move forward, most likely in your workplace and most definitely in a romantic situation. So let's see what's going on. I feel like you have a lot of energy around you, actually a couple different energies. First, we have the Knight of Wands. This is somebody who has a tremendous amount of passion for you. In the recent past, they could have come into your life pretty quickly. It could have been a connection that it was very fiery and passionate. I don't know that it was something that you necessarily wanted beyond what it was. So you could have, or they came across as being someone who wanted more, but actually was just interested in a passionate connection, an intimate connection. So the Queen of Swords in the middle of that with the King of Cups on the other side tells me that the passion may have been great, but this person doesn't seem to be emotionally available. I feel that the Queen of Swords is your energy. You probably had to cut this person out because if they're not emotionally open or available to you, and it's just going to be about the physical aspects, I just don't think you're hanging on for that. It doesn't seem like you're too interested. You have no problem cutting people off if they don't meet expectations or if you sense that they're just in it for one thing. And this could be male or female. It's not just a male that would come in and do something like that. So you may have felt like that's what this person's energy was, but they did seem to move pretty quickly. We'll clarify that in just a moment. So in the current energy, you have the Justice in reverse, the Five of Wands in reverse, and the Tower in reverse. So that definitely tells me something did fall apart. Whether it had to come crashing down or it was an easy move, it was just something that wasn't balanced. I don't think you felt that there was a fairness. I don't think you came from the same place. In other words, one of you wanted one thing and the other wanted something else. I don't typically say this, but I'm going to say if you're cross-watching, you could flip the script. In this case, something did have to fall apart in order for drama and chaos and things to sort of slide away out of your life. So it's a good thing. It feels good. You recognizing that things that create that kind of instability aren't worth having. Now, if you had fought it in any way, shape, or form, clearly the universe came in and made a choice. So I don't think you were necessarily kicking and screaming away from it. It seems like you had a very clear, decisive moment and just cut things off. So we'll clarify that in just a moment. In the near future, we have the Seven of Wands with the Ten of Wands and the Ten of Cups. So there could have been a lot of, in the past, a feeling of needing to defend yourself around what makes you happy, what it means to feel fulfilled. And in this case, for a long time, it may have created some kind of almost stress in your life, is what I feel like. In the future, you could be in a position, I sense that you're going to be releasing that, but it might still feel a little weighty. Like, why is it that I have to constantly defend the things in my life that make me happy? No need to stay focused on the stressful aspects of that. It's really wanting to move forward out of that place into a place of just being happy. Can it just be that simple sometimes? Why does it have to be so stressful, right? Or you need to explain to somebody the kind of burdens that you carry and how important it is that those things, because this doesn't always have to be negative. It could just be that you have responsibilities in your life. And even though, yes, it can be kind of stressful, you still find a way to be happy in your relationships. So if somebody doesn't have an understanding about that, well, too bad for them. But I feel like you're moving forward with a ton of clarity. You know how to balance things out in your life. And even if things are stressful at times, it seems like you have no problem defending what it is that you have to do in order to find your happiness. That's your right. Okay, so let's clarify the Knight of Wands and the Queen of Swords. These are two energies that seem to be moving in the opposite direction. So, like I said, I think you had clarity around needing to move away from this. We have the Four of Wands, the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, and, the King of Wands in reverse. And then we had the Two of Pentacles. So this could have been something that you had to go back and forth about. If you were married to this person, then it was probably very difficult to walk away. I'd say you felt the need to cut it off. You found the clarity that you needed to. So it may not have been as easy as I had said before. I'm getting the sense that you just had to make a really tough decision about that. And then the Eight of Pentacles is in reverse with the King of Wands in reverse. This is releasing a narcissistic type of personality. Someone who doesn't put the work into a relationship. Now, they're in reverse, so to me it feels like, because this is in the past position, that you had to make a decision about that because they weren't putting the work in. So if you had to decide to walk away from this long-term or marriage, the Justice in reverse just tells me that there's a possibility things are still in a waiting period. So you may not have filed paperwork yet or done things in order to move this forward. So this energy is kind of lingering. I feel like you might be dealing with a difficult personality that may make separating tough. All right, so let's clarify the Queen of Swords and the King of Cups in reverse. You could be dealing right now, feeling like this person just is being heartless. Sorry to say that, but that's what it feels like. Okay. Then we have the World card in reverse with the Seven of Cups and the Knight of Cups in reverse. A lot of confusion around this situation. The Ace of Pentacles. Feeling like you can't move forward. Now, the World in reverse tells me that there is still this cycle in the reverse, in the past that needed to close out. I see where there was a lot of confusion. Maybe there was I feel a sense of frustration. So bear with me for a second while I channel. My ears are a little bit clogged. I definitely feel like there was confusion around this person's behavior. So it kind of feels like you didn't know them anymore. Something had shifted. They could have been someone who was so passionate and so kind in the beginning, and then all of a sudden you started to realize that they didn't have the emotional capacity to withstand a long-term healthy relationship. And I see where you're trying very hard to get the clarity around this. It just feels like I'm even stuttering because I feel confused. But it does feel like it's moving forward because this cycle has to end for you. Dealing with somebody like that is not something that the universe is going to allow you to stay in. Not anymore. The energies are shifting so that we can find our perfect person. And I say perfect, nobody's perfect, but you know, that mate that's going to be someone who's your equal, the balancer in your life. All right, so with the Justice card in reverse, we have the Two of Cups in reverse. So this is definitely a relationship that came apart. And then we have the King of Pentacles, yep, in reverse, and the Death card. So the Judgment, again, that tells me that this is not completely closed out. Somebody still has to get through the tougher aspect of it. In other words, get the paperwork filed. If you're married to this person, maybe being in that in-between stage, but something is definitely shifting. This is all about, for you, a death and a rebirth. So you could be in a position right now where you're just feeling like things are tough. This is not meant to be depressing. It's just saying that Spirit understands where you are right now, that this had to fall apart in order for you to go through your transformation. This could have happened for you quite some time ago. It's just the energy is there, because if things have not been completed, you could have filed the paperwork and it's still dragging out. That's for some of you. And for others of you, it just was a relationship that was not stable. This person's not stable financially. There was a lot going on with them. Like I said, I feel like they just had a lot of passion, but nothing else. No stability financially, no emotional stability. I feel like they left you confused often about where you stood in the relationship. So this is all about your transformation. Okay, so let's get into the Five of Wands and the Tower in reverse. All right, so the Two of Wands came out in reverse. Maybe you're having difficulty seeing how things are going to move forward. The Hermit in reverse and the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, and then the King of Cups again in reverse. Oof, I don't know who you're dealing with or who ends up watching this that I can't even talk. It's like this person is just not kind. And I'm sorry for anybody who experienced that kind of relationship. The energy right here with the Tower and the Five of Wands, although you're coming out of a place of dealing with a lot of drama, it's throwing you into a timeout, if you will. So it may feel like things are slow and they're not quite going in the direction that you want. You might have difficulty right now seeing how this is going to shift and change, but it is. It could be just the next 10 days are going to be a moment of reprieve, because like I said, you've got this Ace of Swords, which tells me you've got this brand new beginning coming to you. You just can't see it yet. The Hermit in reverse, again, you've gained some wisdom through this experience, and you know that things can turn around because your energy is really focused on what you're going to do moving forward, not lingering too much in what's already happened. Yes, it needs to close out, but it's a massive time of transformation for you. All right, so in the near future, we have the Seven of Wands and the 10 of Wands. I keep feeling like there's an energy of needing to explain how this stressed you out. Or maybe you need to remind people around you that it wasn't as easy as it may have looked like from the outside. And people just can't see everything, so they don't really understand why people fall apart. You could have been that couple, I keep hearing this, that everybody thought, oh, they'll last forever, they're perfect, or I can't imagine, look how happy they were. I can't imagine them ever falling apart, but people do. They just do. Especially if you were dealing with somebody who couldn't connect on that level. All right, so we have the Eight of Cups, which is you walking away. The Strength in reverse, it's going to be a little bit difficult, but you're moving towards your Nine of Cups. And then we have the Six of Pentacles and finding beautiful balance in your life. Very clear story. Putting all of that emotional stuff behind you, looking towards the future, praying, probably doing a lot of praying about getting beyond this and trying to heal the emotions, the difficulties. I can see where it's wearing you out a bit with the Leo. You could be dealing with the Leo, with the Strength in reverse, and then the Nine of Cups. It's focusing more on your wish fulfillment. It may be hard to get that motivation going, but you're doing it. You're taking the steps to move forward. You will get to that place where something that you've been wishing for happens, because the 10 of Cups, 9 of Cups to the 10 of Cups, you're coming out the other end of this in a much better place. Not only do I think you're going to find that that you're looking for, but this is truly going to be something that you've been wishing for a really long time. Something beautiful is coming to you as you walk away from this situation. Now, yes, it's taken a lot of strength. You probably are a little bit worn out. You need a break, but the good stuff is coming, that new beginning. And then here's that balance that you desire so much coming right in, within. So it doesn't necessarily mean that there's balance with somebody else externally. It feels like an internal balance. Okay, this is for Pisces. So we have the Five of Wands, the Fool card, and the Ace of Wands in reverse. And then the Two of Pentacles shows up again. So you're going to be finding that balance. It may feel like it's a tough battle to get there, but the Fool is showing up and saying, just take that leap. You've got this. This is in your future. You know where you want to be. Your happiness is right there. There could be a little bit of like an underlying burning inside that just hasn't come to the surface yet. So you may feel like something that you're really passionate about just hasn't come to fruition yet. But you've got the clarity around this new beginning, so the passion will follow. All right, so let's get into, I'm going to clear these, whoever's on your mind. This could be completely different from this, but it may resonate the same as well. It may be to do with that. So let's just check into your person. Whoever's on your mind, think about them. All right, this is for Pisces. This is for Pisces. Okay, we have the Two of Cups. This is your person, the King of Cups. Now this is somebody completely different. So whoever's on your mind, we're getting beyond the person from the past. Your energy is the Two of Pentacles, the Nine of Wands in reverse, the Star card, and the Six of Cups. And then we have, ooh, look at that, the Eight of Wands. So things are going to be moving really quickly with this person. Now, they are very much about partnership. This is somebody who is emotionally stable. They know what they want. They know what love is what I want to say. They have no problem showing it to a partner. They're very much a partner type of person. They move quickly. This is somebody that even if you were dealing with somebody from the past, let's say that wasn't your circumstances in the main spread, but you were dealing with somebody in the past that you weren't sure whether the two of you were meant to be or not. If that is someone you're interested in having in your life, they're ready to come back in and tell you, hey, I'm with it. I am ready. Whatever the Nine of Cups was, whatever sadness they had, they'll explain that to you with the Knight of Swords, because they've got clarity now about where things didn't go in the right direction. So it could be the one from the main reading, but I sense this is somebody else. They're ready to let you know how much they love you and how badly they want this relationship. Okay. So your energy, I think you're going to have a decision to make. You may be weighing out your options. You may not want this relationship, or you're just keeping your options open. The Nine of Wands in reverse is the wounded warrior. So I think you're getting beyond that energy. If you did go through that tough breakup, that tough situation, you could still be a little bit guarded. Now, it does feel like this is your wish fulfillment, or you could be just following the things in your life that, keeping those in mind. In other words, you're moving towards the things that you really want to see come true in your reality. And then we have the Six of Cups. So yes, this does feel like an energy of somebody from the past. You could be having a lot of memories and nostalgia and things like that around this relationship, but you're not 100% sure. Is this what I want in my life? I know there's some good memories here. At one point I thought this was my everything, right? All right, so as far as signs, we definitely had a Leo energy before. Now we have a lot of water energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, and Aquarius, as well as, I'm going to say Leo, Sag, and Aries you could be dealing with. Now, with the Eight of Wands being the overall energy, things are going to move quick. This is a lot of communication. Things are not going to be going slow. When this energy decides to come towards you, if you're open to it, they want to be very clear. They don't want to slow down because this is their ultimate happiness. All right, let's get the romance angels for you. This is for Pisces. Finances and career. We have stay optimistic about your love life, past life relationship. Yeah, that's that deep connection, I feel. Let your friends help you and release your ex. So if this is a new person in your life and you're releasing the one from the past, from the main spread, that's why I think this card is showing up. The time has come to clear your energy. Okay, so finances and career. Remember I said if you have a lot going on in your life, that could be a factor in why things were tough because you have a lot of responsibility. Stay optimistic about your love life, positive thinking, and faith will bring you romance. Definitely, obviously, we want to stay as positive as we can. Past life relationship, you have known each other before. I feel like you know that this is somebody you are deeply connected with. No doubt about it. Let your friends help you, ask for help, accept support from... All right, let me do that one more time. Ask for and accept support from others. Okay. So let's get the possible outcome for you. This is for Pisces. I'm going to shuffle these just a tad before we do that. This is for Pisces. The possible outcome, please. All right. So we have the Judgment in reverse, undecided, Temperance in reverse, Four of Wands in reverse, and the Death card. And then the Eight of Wands. So again, that's a double confirmation that things are going to be moving really quickly. The outcome, I wish I had a specific answer for you right here. It's saying you're going to have patience because it just isn't decided yet. Something is happening. There's a huge transformation. If you are the one going through this divorce, it feels as though that's going to have to close out before this relationship can transform. So that's what I'm going to say about that. If you were in a long-term relationship and you still need to close some of that energy out, that will help this relationship transform into a space that is good. It seems like both of you are very interested in rekindling or continuing if you've already met this person. All right, so let's get the Lover's Oracle. This is for Pisces. All right, that card feels right. Close your eyes and tell yourself that you deserve to feel joyful. You can allow joy into your life regardless of the circumstances you currently find yourself in. Okay, and then we have acceptance is the key to inner peace. At times we must accept things as they are. There is no point trying to change that which is beyond our control. All right, that was a beautiful message. So we're going to get a couple messages from Spirit, from the wisdom of the Oracle to close this out. This is for Pisces. We have serendipity, TikTok, co-create, and breathe. Beautiful energy. And then yin. So there's a need to balance out the masculine and feminine energy, possibly focus a little bit more on the feminine at this time, regardless of what gender you are. Serendipity. This feels really lucky. It feels good. So I'm going to say whatever changes and transformations you're going through, even though they may feel really sucky at this point, this is saying that you're getting there. You're going to a different place now. This is feeling really good, feeling lucky, having the ability to be grateful for the shifts and changes as hard as they may be. That reduces to a 9, which tells me that's closing out those cycles we were talking about. You may be a little impatient, and that's okay. This reduces to a 3. TikTok, come on, let's get through this. It's time. You just kind of want to move on with things. You don't want to sit still. And then co-create, this is a 4, which is about balance. So co-creating with the universe about the things that you want to happen and allowing them to support and help you through it. And breathe. I think that is the best message you could get at the end of this. It reduces to an 11. Spirit's got your back. You will always be supported through this. Tough transformations, but beautiful things coming. Okay, Pisces, thank you so much for being here. Again, thank you for all of your likes, shares, comments, and subscribes. Again, if you'd like a personal, that's in the description box. I love you guys to pieces. Have a beautiful 10 days, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.